Today's horror manga dub in narration is The Other Face, from the horror anthology Seiki Matsu Bonsankai. If you enjoy the story at any point in time, please do not hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps me out a lot. Anyways, without further ado, let's get right into this chilling tale. I hope you all enjoy. Our story begins on a sunny day, just like any other. The birds chirping. The sun illuminates an old decrepit apartment, cracks forming on its exterior. However, inside that apartment, up the stairwell and down the dark hallway, is room number 202, where our protagonist awaits us. Whoever that man is, he seems to be really down on his luck. His room is filled with waste, his garbage bin overflowing, and he reeks of alcohol as he grunts.
Fuck this. I've had it with you.
He pulls off his shirt, tossing it on the floor.
I'll kill you,
he exclaims, holding a cleaver in one hand and revealing a strange face on his belly.
You really think you can pull that off? If you kill me, you'll kill yourself as well. Shut up! You've made my life a living hell! So, go ahead and show me what you're made of. Shit!
As he holds the cleaver tightly in his one hand, his entire body trembles with fear. Until finally, he drops the blade as it clatters against the ground.
I can't do it. Of course you can't. A weakling like you will never be able to do that.
The man had been tormented by that other grotesque face of his for a long time. The face utterly dominated the man. His body staggered about the room as the face had a sinister smile. Then his silhouette loomed outside of a dark room. As the door slowly creaked open, illuminating some light in the room. Inside there was a myriad of cages, housing all kinds of different animals. One cage contained a bunch of birds, whereas another housed mice. Inside of the larger cages, there were even cats and dogs. In his apartment, the man raised many small animals, but he didn't do it out of passion.
Today, I'll go with a kitten and a small mutt dog.
The man grabbed the dog in one hand and latched a cat by its scruff in the other. He had kept them only to feed them to his other face. He devoured the cat as it tried to claw its way out of its mouth, and then its mouth closed and blood dripped out from its lips, until it puckered them together and spat something out. There came the remains of the animal it had just devoured. At first, it fed on frogs and insects. Then it switched to birds and hamsters, which were followed by kittens and puppies. Lately, it demanded purebred dogs and cats, such as Siamese cats and Chihuahuas. For this, the man worked hard every day, His whole existence revolved around that face. One day, the man resisted the face, refusing to feed it.
Do you want to kill me?
The face began to thrash about, causing him excruciating pain. From that moment on, the man gave up all resistance.
Do you understand what happens if you turn against me?
The demands of the face had escalated lately. Our protagonist's silhouette loomed over neighbor's dog. It looked at him with a shocked and worried expression. And then in an instant, blood splattered everywhere.
Oh, is that John barking? John?
She screamed at the top of her lungs as she saw the most horrific sight. All that remained was the dog's head, blood gushing out. Later that night, inside the apartment complex.
We can't keep doing this. Let's go back to the way it was in the beginning, when you were feeding on what I was breeding.
Shut up. This is your punishment for trying to kill me.
The man sat there, shocked and distraught, not even knowing what to think of the situation. Then, one day, he noticed that someone was moving into his apartment. It was a young girl. She asked him if he lived in unit number 202, and he confirmed that that was the case. She explained that her name was Ogawa and that she had just moved in next door, and she was very happy to meet his acquaintance. However, later that night, in unit number 202, there was an intense confrontation.
What did you say?
I want to eat the girl who moved in next door. She looks like her flesh is tasty.
No, I can't do that.
Guess I'll have to torture you again. Enough! Stop it! You really think you stand a chance against me?
The man's suffering was incredible. He had the impression that his body was being torn apart. A few days later, his corpse was found, together with a note. It read,
For years now, I have been tormented by another face. My life is at its mercy, as it lives like a parasite in my body. If I continue doing what it tells me to do, I will end up becoming a murderer. Therefore, I have decided to kill it. When this letter is found, I will undoubtedly be dead. I would like to be buried separately from that grotesque face that lived like a leech on me. Signed, Hiroshi Huro Numa.
The man had taken his own life by stabbing himself in the heart. On his blood-smeared chest was a crude drawing in indelible ink. It was a drawing of a deformed face. Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching. I'd like to take this time to give a very special thanks to my Patreons and YouTube members. The Last Sin Eater, Motosurf, Leo, Minue, Kago, Louise V, and Lady Scare. Thank you so much everyone, and remember, you're important and you matter. Have a great night everyone. Goodbye.